Paedophile.
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 Paedophiles.
The paedophiles.
Paedophile. Paedophile.
Paedophiles.
Paedophiles.
I didn't do nothing! I didn't meet anybody! I've just got to the company. I've lost my way! I've lost my way!
Not a topic many like to talk about. Sexual exploitation of children online is a huge problem. With so many cover-ups coming to light in recent years, paedophile hunting groups are on the rise. They think that the system has failed children in the UK. I spoke to Scott and Callum, who fight every day to protect children from online predators.
Our organisation was set up to fight against online child exploitation and grooming. We set up what we call decoy profiles of children between the ages of 11 and 15 online, for both males and females, with an aim of catching people who wish to exploit children.
Usually within minutes you've got upwards of 10, 12 messages. As soon as the messages come in, your first reply is that you're under the age of 16. If they then reply back saying, oh that's fine, I'm okay with that, then obviously you continue the conversation.
If there's a meet, we video the meet, we download that onto the same disc as what we've got the chat logs on, so all the evidence is there ready for the police as a package, and the police prefer it that way.
I was left wondering why people would want to do this work, so I spoke to the groups about their personal motivation.
I started this for my son's sake because my son was contacted online, didn't end up catching him, but when I realised how easy it was for to manipulate kids online, prey on the vulnerable, I thought I would do something about it.
Our own children were actually approached on a game console.
By older people?
By an older female, who Wolf took over the chat, and it actually turned out that despite our son saying that he was 5, she was still sending explicit messages, and thankfully he couldn't read.
Although paedophile hunting groups have altruistic intentions, the police don't agree they should be on this venture. Chief Constable Simon Bailey, the national lead for child protection, told Radio 4's Today programme,
I don't encourage or condone the activities of these paedophile hunters. They don't take into consideration the safeguarding risks to children, the implications of a failed operation, or the compromise of one of our own operations. I don't believe vigilantes are the answer to the problem.
The groups have their own comments when it comes to police involvement in their cases.
The worst force is Police Scotland though, because they're absolutely shite.
Why do you think they're the worst?
They just don't care. They just want to believe that the problem's not there. And we've been up, myself and Joe have been up to Scotland. We've handed evidence in on people. We went to one address of a guy in a street, children playing out in front of his house and everything, and the police turned up and were more bothered about us being English than they were of him being a paedophile.
It's just one of them things, it's just going to go on and on and on, and hopefully with us doing our things, it'll help the police. We've always had the thank yous from the police officers. We never knew there was people like yourselves out there, which shocked me that they don't know there's people like us who's prepared to put our lives on the line to do something they're supposed to be doing.
I mean, they're paid to do a job, and they're paid to tell us stuff, but I mean what their personal feelings are as parents as well, I mean they've got to keep them to themselves and carry on and be professional about the job.
Working in a paedophile hunting group brings obvious danger to the hunters' lives and their families' lives, but the groups have different tactics on how to stay safe.
A lot of the time it was anger. I thought parents need to realise what's around them, and then the realisation of the fact that by doing that I could be putting their families in danger, anybody else for that matter on the videos. So now, for a long time now, we've never identified anybody until they've been through the court system.
If we have members of the team as security, we can detain them, but we can't.
Most of the hunters we have are licensed door stewards, so yeah, we can detain them, but it's a last option type thing. I wouldn't I wouldn't just go like grabbing someone because they took 2 steps away from me.
Staying anonymous, sort of, if you show your face, then sometimes it brings attention to yourself, and it has, like to other hunting groups, not some of them, but some it has like brought attention to them rather than the cause. But other than that, like family safety and just personal life, really.
A person will reveal more by just having a general conversation like we're talking now than if I was shouting at you or you were shouting the questions at me. I'd be thinking, fucking hell, I need to answer these quick. You know what I mean? But when you're having a general conversation, it makes you feel more comfortable, and it makes them feel more comfortable. Like, I get a lot of stick for calling people sir, but in my mind, I'm asserting them with some sort of authority where they believe, like mentally in psychology, that, you know, they're talking to someone who's treating them like a normal person. So chances are they will open up and tell us more stuff, and, you know, because of me talking to them that way, a lot of people have admit they would have done stuff. They've told us about the past. You know, we had one guy blatantly turn around and went, oh yeah, I've been in trouble in the past. I was babysitting a 14-year-old girl and she wouldn't go to bed, so I raped her. Like, and now someone admitting that to us, you know, is very scary. And in your mind, you think, Jesus Christ, I want to snap your neck, but at the same time, you just think, well, no, you know what I mean? It's not your place to do that.
What's that?
I think 13.
13, 14, just stay in your car, sir. Right. There's going to be no hostilities or violence for a start.
No.
Right? So you can stay calm, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
And I'll be calm, and my colleagues will be calm, right?
I went to speak to Dr. Ruth Friskney on why she believes the term online predator can be harmful.
As a society, we're still not very good at identifying child sexual exploitation, identifying harmful sexual behaviour. I think actually that's particularly something that's come up in the imagery about online abuse, that people talk about online predators, and if you're talking about online predators, you're not necessarily thinking about a friend of an older sibling. You know, that might, you know, have sort of met a child through the relationship with the sibling and then starts grooming online, having had that kind of initial relationship. I'm not thinking about the peer relationships where we know that there's lots of things happening that are problematic in terms of online behaviour. And I think we're also not thinking about it from a child's point of view, because if you talk to a child who has been chatting to this person online and believes that they're their friend or believes that they're a boyfriend, and you're talking to them about online predators, I'm not sure that would...
Yeah, the word predator wouldn't link to them.
That's not how they view this person. So are you going to be able to have a conversation with them using that terminology? I'm not convinced.
When I first started looking into these groups, I was envisioning the label that police have given to them, vigilante. What's clear to me is the passion that these people have for what they do, and the reasons that they go to such lengths to do it. An unselfish act, which truly means well. They do believe that it is their duty to protect children in the UK.